Hello Soul Tribes! How are you doing today? I'm going to share with you one of the most important vlogs. It's gonna make you realize some stuff and probably you might want to share this to your loved ones. I was listening to a podcast today from my spiritual advisors, and she said something that was like a light bulb to me about my experience 2 decades ago. She said that pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. It's such a simple words, but it was like a lightning strike through my heart. Isn't it that we all go through this pain in life with our experiences? I hate it when people say pain is a good teacher, honestly. But, well, it's actually true, because if we don't have pain, we don't learn. We humans are so stubborn. Unless we get the lesson, we do the same mistakes over and over again. Some of us learn very easily. 1 pain, 2 pains, and that's it. We change the direction, or we change our choices because we recognize this pattern of mine is not healthy. But some of us, it takes us a long time. Some made suffering a lifelong narrative. It has become their normal. Suffering has become their chains, and it became their identity. A lot of men or women that we choose, who are very unhealthy for us, and we ask ourselves, why do I always have these bad relationships, or why am I such a magnet for these people who are not good for me? And honestly, it's because we haven't learned. I hate to say it to you, but yes, we haven't learned the lesson. The point of my spiritual advisor is that it's our choice to suffer. Like, we can end suffering right here now. Let's just change the direction we're going through. If we have been doing this all our lives and still the same outcome, let's try something else. Let's try another direction, right? I could not remember which therapist or psychologist who said that if you don't want to feel pain, then you should not get attached to anything or anyone. Because let's face it, everybody dies unless you're a vampire. Some way, somehow, our parents will die, our grandparents will die. And so, if we get attached to the idea that they will be with us forever, then it's going to be so painful with us. But how about those death and pain and suffering that were sudden? Then it's going to be like a shock to your body, right? It's also this pain and suffering when somebody tells you, I don't love you anymore, I fell out of love. And also it's such a shock. I feel like these 2 kinds of pain are so difficult. So how do we deal with it? So difficult to say, get over your pain. It's not right to say that. The Buddhists are actually professional with this because they don't get attached to material things. That's why they only have one kind of clothing. I haven't learned this skill yet to not get attached, but this year, I think I got successful. I detached from a friend, and I'm so happy because finally, after 2 decades, let the person go, because I thought, why would I keep someone? That's not good for me. I also heard a therapist said some people who are going to retire, they got so attached with their profession, with their success, with their jobs. They are depressed when they retired because they got attached to that image. when it's time for transition, then it's very hard for them to do that. When somebody's attached to the body, when we are young, we don't have fats, and when you're so attached to your image that you used to be a beauty queen, and then when it's suddenly time to retire, and when I mean retire, there's no Botox that can help you, there's no stretch that can help you. It's difficult. I'm not gonna say I will not be those kinds of people, because it took me a long time to embrace my body now. And I don't think I will ever be back to my 27 inches waist. No way. When I was 32 years old, somebody asked me, why aren't you not pregnant yet? Do you love your body that much that you don't want kids because it will ruin your body? I was like, oh my freaking gosh, where the hell do they got this image of me that I was that vain? And I thought, it never crossed my mind that I'll never have kids. That time when I didn't have plans to have kids, I was just selfish, period. It doesn't have to do with my body. My partner and I was selfish that time because we are addicted to traveling. That's why we said, if we have kids, then we don't have budget for traveling anymore. We'll just stay in our house all year. And no. So we decided not to have kids. And sometimes we have to choose what kind of pain we want. Like, I knew that when I'll get pregnant, I'll have kids, that I will lose that no fat body. But then I said, well, I want to die in this world with someone to remind me of. I'm okay if I'll become fat as long as I'm a mom. I'll just find a man who would be okay with my fats. So that's what I did. And also sometimes we have to choose between love or marriage, money. For example, I had an ex-boyfriend who had to choose between me and his stability. So he chose that. That's why he lost me. Generally speaking, yes, pain is a choice. Let's choose which feeling is better, and let's just take it one day at a time. And for me, time heals. Although it's different when you physically lose somebody, like a death of a loved one. It's gonna be hard. This is the best lesson I have to learn with pain, that when we are in so much pain, we tend to push people away, because the energy we need to heal ourselves is so much. It's like we don't want to be disturbed. And so when we are in this kind of pain and it's like swelling, when you have like a big pimple here and it's about to burst, just a little touch and it's so painful. We people are like that. This is what I observe about, especially with death, with people who divorce. It will take time, so much time. 3 to 5 years is not enough, honestly. I had to take my step back with some of my friends this year because of that. One lost her mom, one lost his wife. I don't want to be mean, but I didn't want to be their emotional punching bag, because I also had a tendency to vomit on the people around me, when I was undiagnosed with my anxiety before. I was hurting people around me and I was oblivious and I was unaware of that because I never talked to a therapist at that time. And because I wanted to protect myself, and little triggers, it's like a big drama for me, and I didn't know why. I was not aware. That's why now that I've finished my therapy, that's why I'm trying to make people like you be aware what happens when people are in so much pain. This is the common thing that happens. This is what therapist tells you when you ask for help. It's a common response. It has nothing to do with, oh, you have something wrong with your brain. No, it's a human behavior. This is how we deal with pain. We have different types of dealing with pain, and that's why when you don't talk to educated people around these things, then you don't understand why you keep on pushing people, you keep on hurting people. That's why I'm here in YouTube for those of you who are afraid to talk to a therapist and afraid to reach out to guidance counselor because you think that, oh, something's wrong with your brain, you have mental health issues. Just for you to know, police officers, teachers in really rich countries, like my husband, when he lost a student from his school, he's a deputy principal, he had to talk to a therapist or a guidance counselor because he had been dealing with that boy, and that boy suddenly died. And he was so shocked because when he went to the parents' house, he saw the boy's body in there, and that's why he had to talk to a therapist. Was my husband mentally ill? No. But he had to go through that shock, that grief, because he knew the boy. Professional people will tell you what happens to the brain, when dealing with loss and grief. Some of us can take the pain and some of us can't. Some of us actually commit suicide because we can't deal with the pain. So it is okay to seek help. This is why I am so passionate with my channel. The moment you detach is the moment the pain goes away. Well, in my experience, that is. The moment I let it go, whatever happens, happens, and that's it. It's like the pain was like breeze. All my emotions got cleared up. I don't get a lot of money from here, but who I am now is who I needed 20 years ago when I was in the dark. I didn't know what to do with my mental health issues, and I said, who will I turn to? If I didn't come here to Australia and I had my therapy, I probably in the mental hospital now. So it's like my foundation of those who can't afford therapy, of those who are stuck in their life, like, what should I do? I have been a doormat all my life. My vlogs might probably help them because I've been through that phase in my life. There are people who actually took a lot of my energy and I ran empty. So what I did was I went inside myself and I had to love myself twice as much like how I love my kids. This will sound silly, but today I said I want to be happy. I decided that I want to be happy, so I said I'm gonna go to the purple tree. It's 10 minutes away from my house, but I had to drive from my house to the purple tree. And look what is in front of the purple tree. Guys, that's a discount store. Yes, I bought 2 shorts today for $5 because it makes me happy. You don't have to spend a lot of money just to be happy for how many minutes? Even if it's just 5 minutes for a day, it's enough. Because when you think about it, see, that's a purple tree. Every time I take a picture, every time I take a video of the places I've been to, and whenever I'm sad and depressed, sometimes instead of drinking alcohol, I just scroll to the vlogs I had in the past, the memories, and the really, really good memories. It doesn't have to be the grand travel that we had, just moments, with family, with loved ones. And that's why I know it's cheesy to say, and it's just a purple tree after all, but it makes me happy. So find what makes you happy, that you don't have to spend a lot of money, I'm sure some of you there will just sketch, some of you will, I don't know, make a chair out of a tree, something like that. Anything that feeds your soul and makes you excited. got a gold nugget from me today, because this is such a great day that I've learned to let go and just say I am important too. And see you again on my next vlog. What a beautiful tree. As usual, light and love.